And sticking with football, Ron Aiken is here to talk about all things football, of course. Ron?
Good evening. We start tonight with good news from the NFL for some former Gamecocks, where Connor Shaw signed Sunday to the practice squad for the Cleveland Browns a day after being released. Joining him on NFL practice squads were Kelsey Quarles, who signed with the New England Patriots, and Jimmy Legree, who signed with the Arizona Cardinals. Also, former Gamecock and Kansas City Chiefs kicker Ryan Suckup found an NFL home today, signing a one-year deal with the Tennessee Titans after 5 seasons of being the most accurate kicker in Chiefs history. Now, to talk about the 2014 Gamecocks, joining me from Gamecock Central are Wes Mitchell and Chris Clark. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, John.
The defense was the concern for Texas A&M and South Carolina this past Thursday. What were some of the areas, Chris, that we can look at that maybe they can improve on for this coming season?
I think the biggest areas they need to improve on, and the areas that were really a problem against a team like Texas A&M in that game in particular on Thursday, pass rush, and then the youth in the secondary. They lost some one-on-one battles back there in the secondary and didn't get enough pressure on Kenny Hill, who is making his first college start, to be able to affect the offense from operating properly. So those are 2 big issues that I saw.
And Wes, from your perspective, kind of what are some of those areas on defense that you think they can improve on?
Yeah, on top of what he said, I think the tackling is probably the biggest issue. Several instances where they could have gotten off the field on 3rd down, but a missed tackle here, a missed tackle there, allowed A&M's offense to stay on the field, just kept turning out first downs, kept scoring, and really put South Carolina's offense then in turn in a situation where they were basically having to score pretty much every single drive. So just a bad situation all the way around for the South Carolina defense, and it kind of, I think, snowballed on them as that game went along.
And now we turn to an East Carolina team that runs the similar offense to Texas A&M. Chris, can you talk a little bit about what the Pirates bring?
They are, like you said, going to bring a similar offense, and maybe that helps South Carolina. They're not going to have the talent level that A&M has, but they will have that similar offense. So mentally, there'll be some carryover from South Carolina, and also they know what they need to improve on now. They've got an experienced quarterback. They've got some playmakers, not on the level of an A&M, but they're going to be very similar scheme-wise.
And Wes, sort of also from an East Carolina standpoint, what do you see when you look at that Pirates team that could pose a threat?
Yeah, I think like he said, it's going to be a similar offense. Shane Carden, their quarterback's a great quarterback. If I'm South Carolina, I'm kind of wanting to go back to basics, maybe establish the run, keep ECU's offense off the field, and maybe just get something good going early on, I think is important, so that South Carolina doesn't have a here we go again type of mindset, I guess, with that game.
Well, this is certainly an opportunity to turn a lot of things around for South Carolina defensively, right the ship a little bit. Is that sort of what you see?
Yeah, definitely. They can't give up on the season. It's one game. A&M is probably the toughest offense that they're going to face this season.
Thank you guys so much for being with us. Tune in tonight with WLTX News at 11. We'll talk high school football, where we'll have the prep play of the week and preview some of the big matchups coming this weekend. Join us tonight at 11.